These days, it seems that we walk the line between entertainment and fear. We have no trust in information. Media will manipulate you to gain viewership. Ruling governments have their political capital with voters as a first priority, and businesses only broadcast a message of self-interest, virtue signaling at best. Seeing Polish society in the context of this tension over the past few days has been interesting. It's probably the only period since the early 90s that consumerism has been so limited.
So I decided I wanted to post up a film on Kult America to show you guys how Poland looks with the borders closed, with all of the commercial activity halted. And I had the impression that, we would show you vacant, apocalyptic looking streets. And on Saturday, it was quite incredible. The city was vacant of people. I mean, I went to the main shopping center and there were security guards that were making sure no one was hanging out in there. You couldn't stand and talk on your phone. You couldn't loiter. You could go in, buy essentials, and leave. Any shop that was deemed non-essential was closed, which was another interesting observation to take into consideration how much of commercial society is actually deemed non-essential in a moment that you would need to survive.
Paranoia and gossip are also extremely noticeable on the streets here in Warsaw. It's logical in the context of such agenda-based information. The result, in a sense, is that everyone becomes their own quote-unquote credible backdoor informant. One friend told me that their friend knows someone in the secret police and swears that the crisis is 1,000 times worse than what we see. Another colleague claims they know someone who works in the border guard and that they informed him that all of Warsaw will soon be put under quarantine. This cocktail of unverified information hitting you from every direction makes some people likely to disregard prevention measures altogether, aside from stocking up on survival goods, of course.
Like anywhere else in the world, toilet paper appears to be a scarcity, but if you go a few stops outside of your local neighborhood shop, chances are you'll find it, and in abundance.
By Sunday, the streets of Warsaw were full of curious minds who had ventured out to see what a world without people might look like. The biggest differences I noticed were the lack of tourists, students, and consumers. The atmosphere was extremely quiet and somewhat relaxing. However, there were also a slew of photographers looking to get that perfect apocalyptic shot, further fueling the paranoia. Closed borders, shops, and schools are good ingredients for a horror story, and although it might sound scary, it's simply prudent. We are staying home for the protection of people with compromised immune systems, and I imagine that the fear we experience as a result of how scary that seems, in a sense, now gives you the chance to walk in someone else's shoes.
I would be very, very curious to hear your stories, especially for people from other places in Poland who have other walks of life. I'd be happy to engage with everyone in the comments section below. Subscribe to the channel and let's keep in touch. Thanks so much for watching.